Now, news on the of the assault on journalist Ben Jacobs has exploded everywhere in the news and on Twitter, etc., etc., etc. And of course, there are people that are actually going to go and weigh in. One of them is Representative Duncan Hunter. He's a Republican from California. He's also a big Trump supporter. Now, he was asked by reporters in the Capitol what he thought of the issue of Greg Gianforte, the GOP candidate for Montana's House seat, allegedly body slamming a reporter who basically dared to ask a question about the party's health care bill. Hey, what do you think about the AHCA? Slam. He said, quote, "It's not appropriate behavior," before adding, "unless the reporter deserved it." Well, wait a minute. Now, that first part, it's not appropriate. Yeah, absolutely, 100% agree. Well, wait a minute. What do you mean by, unless he deserved it? What do you mean by that? Now, Hunter stressed that he didn't know the details of what happened. Quote, "I did not read the story. I just saw the headline." I just saw the headline, man. I didn't actually read the thing. What do you think I read? I don't even read legislation that I sign. You ask me to read an article. No, inappropriate, but he might have deserved it. Maybe. Look, in reality, of course, nobody deserves to be attacked. It's never appropriate to assault anybody. But of course, unfortunately, you have this whole situation where they muddy the water. I mean, what does deserving to be attacked look like? Now, if you're defending yourself against an actual attack, well, that's different. And nobody's going to raise a question to that. But what does deserving it look like to Duncan Hunter? See, that's the problem with that. It opens up violence towards journalists. And you can take that any way that you like. And that's the other problem. It's very vague, unless they deserve it. Now, look, we've seen this before, right? During the Trump campaign, and I hate to keep tying this with Trump, because violence against journalists has happened for a long time. But it just seems like it's getting worse under the Trump campaign, especially after Trump became president and during his campaign. And look, for example, you had attacks on journalists, physical attacks on journalists for leaving the tiny circle, the pen that they were essentially penned in at Trump events. They couldn't leave that little tiny circle. Not only that, but you had reporters that were covering the Trump campaign, just doing their job, and being pointed out, singled out by Trump himself. The example is Katie Tour, who worked for, I believe, NBC News. She was singled out. She was threatened. Journalists being sent death threats for covering Trump, for basically doing their jobs. And yes, while it's unflattering coverage, and some of it might even have been unfair, but death threats? Seriously. Come on. Look, it is kind of dangerous to be part of the media today. Now, I'm not counting myself among that, but I'm just saying that for some media figures, it's incredibly dangerous. And as much as I go after the corporate media, I only do so because I want to make them better. Now, there are people that go after the media simply because they don't like what they're saying, and they actually want to destroy the media. They despise journalism. They despise facts. They despise truth. Okay? And it turns out that these people don't want their politicians to be held accountable. And in fact, these politicians, well, they blame the journalists themselves for being aggressive. And you had Shane Scanlon, Gianforte's spokesman, releasing a statement blaming Ben Jacobs for being attacked. Quote, "Jacobs was asked to leave. After asking Jacobs to lower the recorder, he declined. Greg then attempted to grab the phone that was pushed in his face. Jacobs grabbed Greg's wrist and then spun away from Greg, pushing them both into the ground. It's unfortunate that this aggressive behavior from a liberal journalist created this scene at our campaign volunteer barbecue." Now, again, this is classic victim blaming. Oh, I did something wrong, but it's not my fault because it was their fault. They did it. You need to punish them. Don't look at me. I'm a victim here. I'm aggrieved. No, you're not aggrieved. That's a bullshit account that was disputed by witnesses that were there, including a Fox News crew, who wrote about this later. In fact, this is from Alicia Acuna, writing for Fox News. "To be clear, at no point did any of us who witnessed this assault see Jacob show any form of physical aggression towards Gianforte, who left the area after giving statements to local sheriff's deputies. Now, you think that the Republicans, that the Trump voters, you think they're going to believe that? No, no, no. Just go to Twitter. Fake news. The liberal media. It's the liberal media's fault. It was his fault. He deserved what he got. God, I like to see these liberal media the people get attacked. These hacks, these corporate hacks, whatever. The fake outrage. Fake outrage. Didn't actually happen. Come on, dude. Really? I've even seen them saying, oh, the reporter, that like he set him up. He set up this poor guy to snap and pick this reporter up by the neck and slam him to the ground. Gianforte is the victim. He's the real victim in this whole situation. Oh, my God. Let me tell you, if a Democrat did that, they would scream bloody murder. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. It's ridiculous what we have today. Everything is partisan. But in this case, I don't care who it is. You don't attack journalists. You don't get the right to actually physically assault someone. We're talking about assault. We're talking about assault. But it is so, people have such big blinders on. They don't even see that anymore. It's all about red team. It's all about blue team. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It is clear as day that this candidate committed assault. Assault. And he even got arrested. He's been charged with misdemeanor assault. Come on, dude. How much clearer does it have to be? How much clearer does it have to be? No, no. Fake news. It's all fake. Liberal media setting us up again. Don't trust the liberal media. Don't trust the liberal media. Fox News reported on it. Are they in liberal media too? Is it all a conspiracy? God, I've had it with stupid people. Take off the blinders. For fuck's sake, dude. Take off the goddamn blinders. If anybody else had done it, they'd be howling. Black man did it. They'd go crazy. But in this case, no. It just happens to be a Republican in Montana attacking a journalist. People are mental. This division that we have, they don't even believe in facts anymore, man. And look, people like Duncan Hunter and the people on Twitter, they have absolutely zero self-awareness. None. They don't believe in facts. They don't believe in what they're seeing. They're lying eyes. It's right in front of them. But they don't see it. They don't see it. They don't want to see it. See no evil, hear no evil, man. But they certainly love to speak evil. That's for sure. Sad. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.